We are driving to the next road that reaches the lake, but by accident I saw this road, because when you were driving you could barely see it. Road to here was quite bad, but we managed to get the bus like next to the lake. We won't camp here, at least that's what I think now. That in the background is island, and the plan is to stay on an island today. Let's get in the boat and let's go scout the island to see what's good on it. Soy el fuego que arde tu piel, soy el agua que mata tu sed, el castillo, la torre, yo soy la espada que... The biggest part of the island was quite overgrown, and we thought that this wouldn't be the most enjoyable camping place. But as we followed a little path, we found a little so-called hidden gem. As it turns out, we weren't the only ones who would want to stay here, because this is like already ready for camping. Off-grid, no one around, because we're on an island, and the view is also amazing. In case if you are wondering why does he have this yellow thing, then it's because he can't really swim, so you have to put on the vest for him so he doesn't drown. And it's actually quite easy to carry him like this. So 2 for 1, that's nice. Even after finding this amazing camping spot, we decided to not camp here, because as we were coming to the island, I realized that the boat is rather small. Jeez, this boat is so small. I remember it a lot bigger. So I guess we will have to come back here another time, but with a bigger boat. Today I will teach you how to start a fireplace with a flint. I wouldn't say that I'm the best teacher, because the first time I tried it I didn't watch any instructions and I did it like for 1.5 hours. Let's hope that today I will do it a bit faster. So at first you have to find a birch tree. As you can see, here is one. Someone has already used it. You cut down the birch bark because it's super flammable. Then you get these little branches from the spruce tree. They should all be super dry, because the flame needs to catch on basically from little spark. Just FYI, don't take a dog when you're trying to do this. He will take away your wood, just like that. I have collected the birch tree bark, little branches from spruce, a little bit bigger branches from spruce. If you get lucky, you will find something like this in the forest. They're super dry and they're super flammable. And then you just make these tiny bits of wood, and then you will move on to bigger ones. At first you lay down the birch tree bark flat on the ground. Then you take the flint and start breaking down little bits off by rubbing the metal against the flint. Do it for a little while until you're able to collect a bunch of these pieces. Then put the smallest and driest branches on top, and all that's left to do is to give a little spark by rubbing the metal with a bit bigger pressure against the flint. And as you can see, it was quite easy to be done. Oh shit. That was unexpected. You need to be really quick since the wood is quite dry. The fire is catching on quite quickly and the wood is just burning away immediately. And that's how you start a fire with a flint. See, it wasn't that hard if you know what to do.
Follow the Moskva down to Gonky Park, listening to the wind of change.
You can't really start the day in the forest without coffee, and our plan is to make it on the island. The biggest problem while getting here wasn't the wave and winds. That actually wasn't that hard. But the biggest problem was this piece of dog, because as I was flying the drone, he was trying to jump out of the boat. Why did you do that? Even though he has the vest, I feel like it wouldn't hold him like for too long because he has to paddle too. And he gets tired pretty soon, I think. Another good use for hammock is if you have a dog and he doesn't behave, like he's getting in the water without permission. Then you just chain him up and he can stay there. That's what you get for not behaving. Come on, dog. You need your chain. Yeah, this is good. The dog hasn't understood that we unchained him because he stayed there for 5 minutes.
45, put it to your brain and then we blow it off. 45, put it to your brain and then we blow it. Dirty Sprite, pour it in my cup and then I'm not enough. I get to this money, count these hundreds, then I blow it off. 45, put it to your.
As I said, first of all, the boat was too small to carry everything to here. It would take like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times back and forth to carry everything to this island, because the boat is so small that we barely, with the dog, barely the two of us fits in. But another factor is that it would be nice to stay here for 2 nights, not 1, because it would be too big of a hassle to like carry everything to here just for 1 night. What are you doing, dog? But yeah, at least we came here in the morning to make some coffee. It was worth it. I think this is the most perfect place I've ever hung my hammock. On an island with a perfect view. The only sad thing is that we didn't stay here for the night. But we need the second hammock. It would be nice to like sleep in hammocks here.
Dans mon esprit tout divague, je me perds dans tes yeux, je me noie dans la vague de ton regard amoureux. Je ne veux que ton âme divagant sur ma peau, une fleur, une femme dans ton cœur, Roméo. Je ne suis que ton ombre, le souffle lancinant de nos corps dans le sombre animé.
Yesterday we came to conclusion that we might need a new tent because, well, this shouldn't look like this. We tried fixing it because one of these sticks broke in this place. Someone maybe stepped on it or something. We put the stick here and we taped around it, but it didn't work because it needs to be like needs to be like this, and it seems like that one also is coming near to end. So yeah, new tent is needed. Even though the tent broke and we didn't camp on the island as planned, we found by accident this amazing hidden camping location. And as you know, time in nature is always a time well spent. We will for sure return here this summer to camp on the island, but for now I must say, see you next week.